Let's see. What is a predominant role? What are you best at? Because you're best at rogue, aren't you?
I have played rogue the most, but it could be fun to do something else. Main thing is like they either have like a melee and a ranged, or like a tank and a support, or something like that, just so that we can have like one of us can help the other one in some way. For horde, I could be a shaman or something, and you could be like a warrior, or I don't know what kind of class you're looking at.
That's the hard part. I actually don't know what kind of class I'm looking at. I might do warrior. God. Druid also seems nice.
We could play as 2 Tauren.
Or hunter.
Tauren has shaman, druid, hunter, and warrior, so that's all the ones we've named so far.
I don't want to be the furries though.
Oh, are you doing Tauren?
I think we might do Tauren just because I think druid would probably be the best class.
We could do druid and shaman.
Yeah.
The 2 mega hybrid classes.
I actually don't remember how to do the skill tree for old druids.
That's fine.
So
you're not gonna have a skill tree today anyway. You don't get a skill tree till level 10.
We might be fast.
It took me like 3 sessions to reach level 10 soloing as a rogue. Admittedly, soloing as a rogue, you pull 2 things and die, but
yeah,
it's not great.
Let's see. Should I randomize? I don't know. Depends on how much I want to roleplay with this character.
Turgrin. That's what I almost immediately randomized to. It's not bad. I'm gonna copy that and keep randomizing. Chakram. Ahuchu.
What?
Ahanan.
Wait a second.
Honanar.
These are some interesting names.
Dalaran.
What?
Dalaran's just a location in the game. Why would I want to be named Dalaran? Kellen Yito.
Damn.
I'm gonna put a second E in that, so it's Kellen Yito.
That's perfect.
Oh my god.
Dirigigandu.
That's disgusting. I can't do it. Tigora.
Mutan.
Hondon.
Basilea.
Intoki. Garther.
Tigress.
I'm doing Tigress.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Tiger. It was just Tiger Ass.
Oh, Tiger Ass. Well, I landed on Garthar, and I think I'm gonna keep that. There's Garthar over there.
Once a nomadic people, the Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodalon. Scattered across the land, the wandering tribes were united only by their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur and claim the grasslands of Mulgore for their own. Upon the windswept mesa of Thunder Bluff, Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture. As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Welcome everyone, me and Andrew, we're doing classic WoW kill.
It's us.
I'm Garthar the Druid, the Shaman, and he's Lashakam the Druid.
It's
the Shaman and the Druid. And we're cows, which means that when we run long distances, which is what most of the game, it feels like we're going really slow because we're the biggest character.
Should I talk to this guy? Should I take all these quests?
Yeah.
We're taking every quest.
Yeah, I assume. I imagine we're probably not going to do a read all of the quests out loud playthrough. So just go ahead and grab it. System. I need to change that setting. Oh, you have to find the setting that makes it not slowly read out over time.
Yeah.
Because that's what it defaults to. Yeah, that thing.
Let's see. Where is that setting?
How may I aid you?
How may I aid you?
Is it advanced?
So, fun fact, Andrew.
Interface options.
Fun
yeah.
fact. I have never, ever leveled through the vanilla. Oh, this house over here has one more quest. I've never leveled through the vanilla content ever as a spellcaster.
Greetings.
Wow.
My highest level characters in vanilla-ish WoW are level capped rogue that I would like rate it as, but then also I hit level 51 before that as an orc warrior. I've never done this part of this game to any real extent as a caster. I think I always made to like level 20 or something, and it just never stuck. Which admittedly, that's like a commitment of like a few dozen hours still, if you're soloing.
I mean, that's still a pretty good amount of time. Okay.
Yeah, but the big commitment was always melee characters. So I'm actually like not used to spellcasting a bit. I did play at least one of the expansions as a level boosted priest though. I'm not, and what else was it? Was it a paladin? I think I did a paladin and a priest or something like that. So I spent some time as spellcaster since then. Do you keyboard turning?
WoW, in WoW Classic, I always.
Are you having performance problems?
No, I'm fine.
We're gonna fuck up some plane striders.
Yeah, let's go.
And
wait, what are
search
my moves?
for his mother near the water well to the southeast of Camp Narahe.
Wrath causes 12 nature damage, and healing touch heals a friendly target. Okay. On our way.
I think this is the
Zoom out
well.
as far as possible.
We're supposed to look for this guy's family. We're also supposed to kill these guys though.
Oh.
Fuck 'em up. You can shift click on your quest to track them. It works sometimes, but not other times. Otherwise,
okay,
it defaults to auto tracking, which works sometimes. Shh. This character doesn't have auto loot turned on. I need to find that.
Oh yeah. I turned mine on already.
Shit. Auto loot. There it goes. Controls. For some reason, half the controls in this game are per account, but then that setting is per character. Find that strange. Smack. That moment when you remember that you're a giant bull man and you can just hit people with your club because you're larger than the monster you're fighting. There's like an element of intimidation to a lot of the enemies throughout other parts of the game. But then you fight these guys as a Tauren and you're like, why am I spellcasting? Smack.
Oh no, didn't get to touch it.
Just deck him in the face. Do you not get credit when we're in a party if you don't touch it?
I just can't loot it.
Oh. You fucked it up. Or are you trying to customize something?
Yeah, I fucked up on the auto loot.
You fucked it up?
Apparently. Okay.
You fucked it up?
First I told it to auto loot, but
Did you like hit cancel or something? Or are you reflexively pressing shift when you auto loot, which makes it not auto loot?
no, I just pressed escape and I forgot to click OK.
I gotta say, the foliage goes a long way to making this game look less ugly in vanilla. Because this all looked like a procedurally generated landscape in the original version. Like it looks like a Mako mission from Mass Effect.
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, the foliage kind of helps disguise that a little bit because it's super simple landscapes.
Do I have anything? No, I don't. Okay.
This
is weird.
What do you mean?
I was like seeing if like, oh, do I have any toys or anything from my like?
Oh no.
My
yeah, there's
WoW
no
account. It's like
account-wide
nope.
items didn't exist.
Yeah, it's like nope, that stuff doesn't exist. I'm like, okay.
Nope. The best you can do is you can go into your spell book and find your thunder stomp.
My thunder stomp.
Because Taurens can do an AoE stun as a racial.
Yeah.
Or just
Don't you run
projectile
from me, bird.
spamming.
More mana. Well, then I'm gonna loot this dumb bird.
Acquire more mana. Just hit him with your stick. Smack. Smack.
I don't wanna.
Isn't exactly that. Pressed every wrong hotkey. Not exactly a fair fight right now.
I need to get a lot more.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Here, I'll heal you. You're okay now.
Oh,
Emergency.
No. I thought I was gonna die.
That'll be interesting. We both can heal the other in emergencies. And there's so many emergencies in Classic WoW.
I mean,
I've been soloing as a troll rogue, and it's crushing me. It's so dangerous.
Old WoW was not.
Vanilla WoW is so dangerous.
Yeah, Vanilla WoW was not easy.
The worst things to encounter are all the parts of the game where there's a boss they want you to kill. Because whatever, like not even elite, just a named unit that's a member, like the leader of some camp, like that asshole is always surrounded by 3 people that will aggro on impact, and there's no escape from that problem. Ding.
Oh.
Like I've had so many bad situations where I'm like, I can't. As this character, I can't handle this. It's not even a recommended for group fight, and it's my level, but I can't handle it.
Oh, I can't.
As a rogue, you have to wait till fucking level 10 to dual wield. You have to wait till like level 2 to learn stealth.
Really?
Yes. You're so you start off so rudimentary where you're running around with like just a single dagger, because dagger's the only weapon you can use in the entire game, and you can only use one weapon until level 10, and you don't even start off with stealth or backstab.
That's very brutal.
It's quite the thing. Like you literally are watching your poor little baby legs rogue learn how to be a rogue from scratch. Meanwhile, the shaman here, like I guess he doesn't have totems yet, but I have a heal spell and an attack spell. Like that's some Shaman 101 already.
Come back here, bird. Time to die.
It is fairly blatant how our spells are just the same spell, but different colors.
Yeah,
animation-wise.
It's because like I'm a druid, so my spells are the green. Yeah, that's enough
I'm
meat.
cool, so my spells are lightning.
Wow.
Wow, go Power Rangers.
Oh. All right, so now we need to turn in this quest. Is that all we had?
We're supposed the lady wanted us to find a water pitcher.
But I meant for this town. There's only
well, now that we're level 2, when we go back there, some of those gray exclamation points should be gold now. So we'll have access to the next quests. I'm still missing 1 meat though. We just keep killing we keep accidentally killing all of the meatless Planestriders.
That's a weird thing.
It's a real conundrum. There we go.
All right, so we turn in. Yep. Oh, I miss my chauffeur.
Oh, you mean the motorcycle guy?
Yeah. It's so slow to walk.
That felt like such a heresy. The idea of having access to a fucking mount at level like 10.
No, you access it immediately.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a sin.
No,
something is wrong there.
I don't got time to wait around.
Yeah, you do.
I got places to go.
I know you.
Got places to go. Greetings. Here's a note. Enjoy.
Ah, the Shaman trainer's right next to the Druid trainer.
I've been expecting you.
I mean, they're both magic. They're both witches.
They're both nature magic, specifically.
Nature. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow, that guy's only level 9. We could probably take him later.
Yes.
Did you learn a spell?
Yep, Rockbiter weapon. My self-cast weapon enchant.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
That means that I just straight up do, how much is it? Increases melee attack power by 33.
Damn.
And causes attacks to do additional threat. So now I can just melee, so whenever I run out of magic, I can just keep going.
Just punchy.
Yeah. In fact, oh wow. My melee attacks do 33 additional damage. My spell cast, my lightning bolt only does through 13 to 16.
Oh.
So no. Like my melee attack is so much stronger. We should find this water pitcher.
Where are my quests? What is it's L?
L is quests, and shift on them makes them pop up. If you press if you shift click your quests, you can manually track them. Otherwise, the auto tracking, which I don't think existed in vanilla WoW, and it's like an anachronism that they added in, is that if you make any progress at all on a quest, then it shows up in your quest log on the side of the screen for 5 minutes, just whether you were tracking it or not. And auto tracking's on by default. Oh, the water pitcher was right next to her. We're idiots.
Oh.
We just had to go pick this up.
What is this sound? It sounds like I'm operating some kind of...
No, it's the windmill.
Okay, I got the water
the windmill. See the windmill above it?
Oh my gosh, you want us to go back to town? What do you want?
Yeah,
from
I
this
think we were
lady?
supposed to get water for the village.
Oh my god.
It's just like being a real life settler, Andrew.
Oh god, that's the one thing I didn't want to endure.
But when we were talking about the zone being these zones being butts, it's generally, I think it's either generally understood or straight up documented that the game was kind of pushed out early, and they didn't have as much time to spend on the horde zones after they spent so much time working on the alliance zones. So like the alliance zones are, especially the starter ones, are like way more intricate, whereas we have like the Durotar and the Barrens and stuff like that.
I kind
Like
of
the
love
Barrens
that
is just
because
a
it actually
wide open
feels,
zone.
It feels like on brand.
It feels on brand.
Yeah, for
That the
horde.
alliance gets fucking pampered.
Yeah. The humans have it easy, and everyone else just has to struggle to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I earned these levels; they were given to you.
Meanwhile, the jank is kind of forgotten now because it all feels this way now, so it's harder to notice. Oh wait, we should be selling all the shit in our inventory, or it's gonna keep stacking up.
You're right.
Our inventory is gonna refill every time we leave.
I adjusted.
I don't have a lot of bags.
Yep. Yeah, we have nothing. Make sure to equip whatever you can. We don't really need to bring food because we can self-heal.
Yeah, right.
Mostly.
I'm gonna bring the spring water though, because I do need mana.
Yep.
Thanks for the sunshine.
May the
Thing.
eternal sun shine upon you.
We should probably pick up, like, I figure the smart thing to do is probably to pick up gathering professions when we get access to them.
Yeah.
In order to be
like
able to afford our
herbalism.
mounts without having to deal with actually crafting. Thing though is we probably want to pick different resources so we don't fight over the same things. Like only one of us can skin all the animals we kill.
Oh, I'm not gonna do skinning or leather working.
Because our main choices are skinning, herbalism, and mining.
I'm gonna do herbalism because I get a bonus for it as a druid.
Dun dun dun.
I get a herbalism skill increase by 15.
Do you know that we're supposed to be going here necessarily? Because I'm just following
Nope.
you.
I have no idea where we're going. Oh, I need
I was
mountain
just
cougar pelts.
believing
So
you.
yeah, we need mountain cougar pelts.
Yeah.
So here they are.
Let's see. We're supposed to look for Seer Grey Tongue, who lives south of Camp Narahe.
Oh, then we were also going in the right direction for that.
Well, we were until we started turning.
Oh, that's true.
The moment we started turning right, it was a problem.
This poor cat is like, why? God.
This cat lived for 5 years, all leading up to this moment, where it just gets pelted by weird magic projectiles and beaten to death.
Some,
Much like this creature
just
and the
like-
next 100,000 we meet.
some really angry cows just showed up out of nowhere and started beating these cats to death.
Oh no, the cows have evolved. they wield sticks.
Should have picked names from Moo Mesa.
Oh, that's what I did before. On Marty's non-vanilla server, I have a monk Tauren named Dakota Dude, and he's bluish. I named him after the Moo Mesa character.
Has anybody like said anything to you?
No.
That's like the best thing.
Is no one noticing?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta stay on top of this whole rockbiter weapon thing. My weapon enchantment only lasts 5 minutes. Oh, I misread that. That's why it sounded overpowered. Rockbiter weapon increases my melee attack power by 33, not my damage. That means different things.
Yes.
That's like my weapon scaling, but my weapon only does 1 to 3 damage, so...
I do need a better weapon one of these days.
All these mountains are up here, and the lions are up here in the mountains. Who would have guessed?
I mean, they are called mountain cougars.
We'll show them. Ding.
I need to set up a thing for
They come
that.
so fast at the beginning of the game. Never again.
I remember like the culture surrounding a lot of early MMOs
where everyone in your entire guild congratulates you when you ding and stuff like that.
Like,
because it was such
saying
a
grats to you was like so
Yeah.
much, like so fun. It encouraged me to keep playing mindless amounts of hours of WoW.
yeah. No, it went to the point where when I because you spend so much time with your like online guild and shit like that, and you're in like being a high school student trying to belong and all that shit, that like you get your belonging from the game and shit. When I hit my like 17th birthday, I photoshopped myself in like the ding radius and like as a picture to post on the guild forum.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking that's where I was in life apparently. Like, you know, like the light explosion that goes up around you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had access to the assets because I used WoW Model Viewer because I made the guilds. I used Photoshop and WoW Model Viewer to make the guilds like banner images
Oh,
for
this guy
their
probably.
signatures.
Oh, for forums and shit.
So I would take like a character model and spell effects and stuff like that and make like a forum signature for people. That was my shit for a while.
I feel like that doesn't exist anymore, or at least it doesn't exist within the purview of my hobbies and interests anymore.
Yeah, no, forum signatures aren't much of a thing because almost no one has a reason to even have a forum anymore.
That's what I mean. Like forums just kind of don't exist anymore.
It's so much easier just to have a Discord.
Yeah, I guess, but even still, like a Discord, I don't know. I think because it's so live and in the moment, it doesn't really... The conversation just happens so quick.
Yeah.
And I feel like what I really enjoy about forums was that a conversation, you could have like 15 conversations at one time.
Very slowly.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like at least you can have multiple conversations.
I grew up on forums.
Yeah, and I like that. I like being able to like talk about my hobby and interest and also debate somebody about a good video game.
By the way, I think a moment ago you did have access. It wasn't that you didn't hit that guy that determined your loot access. I think it's just the fact that we're on like round robin.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
I think that would make sense.
Because that's the default for loot in groups in WoW. It's not instanced. Yeah,
Right.
like the line up on this hill is the one you can loot. Because I killed one uphill and you killed one downhill, so the one upstairs is the one you can loot right now. That's why the one you just killed you couldn't loot, because it alternates to give us the chance to be able to get the quest items. Yeah, this guy right up here.
Oh. 5
There
and
we go.
10. God, these cats don't drop much.
Chat, the answer to whether or not I'm going to play X game is always maybe. It's always maybe. Games
Except
are
for WoW
long
Classic,
and they come out
which he's
very
playing
fast.
right now.
And it doesn't matter how much it seems like exactly the type of game I would play, because games that are the exact type of game I would play still come out faster than I can play them, so it's always maybe. It's a nightmare. I've read the list to you, right? That was like the poll that I made, and like that poll is so incomplete because I've thought of like 10 things that are missing from it already.
But that's it is just terrifying to think of the
so
sheer
many video
volume
games
that exists now. Also, I had no idea that you're no longer allowed to play Destiny 2 through the Battle.net launcher.
Yeah, they migrated it out.
Yeah, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah. I wonder about the future of the Battle.net launcher in general. Is like,
why?
Oops. Wow, if I tab out of here this game, it completely goes silent. I was just slightly changing your volume.
If you tab out it, yeah.
Slight rebalancing.
We got some pants.
Because like, I'm not against the fact that Activision games are on it because they are the same company. And it's like, and I don't want an Activision launcher. So fuck it. Put them in the same thing. But like, Activision comes out with games on like Blizzard is the issue.
Yeah,
so like, what do you do when you're like, and here's Destiny, and here's Call of Duty, and more importantly, the bigger concern, here's another Call of Duty. Because like, there was already Black Ops 4 or whatever from like last year, but now like Modern Warfare is coming out, and it's like, how many Call of Duties are going to be on the launch? Like eventually the launch, I think that eventually they're just going to have to like make They just have to make the launcher not suck. Because right now, it's only designed to handle like 6 games total. And
Yeah,
they're gonna have to just graduate to being a real launcher that actually has like filter settings and like the ability to list stuff in smaller form and prioritize which stuff shows up and stuff like that, like favorites and folders and stuff like that, like Discord or even like what the Epic Game Store had was that at launch the only way to view your library was those giant tiles, which is fine when you had like 10 games, but once you start getting like once you're at like 50 games because of how many of them are free, like they had to update it, which they have now. Like the Epic Game Store now has a much more reasonable like text list, like it should have always had. It's like at some point they're gonna have to redesign the Blizzard launcher to not be stupid, because right now it has 2 problems. One, it barely shows any games. Also it has the annoying douchey thing, which is it shows games you don't own and it doesn't differentiate them visually from the ones you do own. Yeah,
it doesn't gray them out or anything, which is frustrating.
It's much like Apple with its cultness, where it's like you're part of the Blizzard ecosystem. You're a Blizzard fan, aren't you? That means you have to own all the Blizzard games. So like Blizzard games you don't even own show up in full color in the middle of the list alongside all the ones you do own, like inseparably, and you can't.
It's not wrong.
And it's just like, and like I get it, because like all my friends that play Blizzard games, they buy all the Blizzard games.
Yeah, I do own almost all the Blizzard games.
And they don't feel manipulated at all when the Blizzard games are like, if you play this Blizzard game, you unlock thing in other Blizzard game, and I'm like, ugh. Like people, all the Blizzard fans that I know are like, yeah, more unlocks.
I mean, it's the only thing.
I just want to play the games that I would like.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the only thing that keeps those games going. Is just
I literally have to remind myself which games I own on the Blizzard launcher manually on a regular basis. Yeah, but there's no visual distinction. So like,
just put the ones you own up top.
I have to like remind myself, because I could never quite remember like, do I own PC Diablo and do I own StarCraft 2? But which parts of StarCraft 2? And that's another thing, is the Blizzard launcher makes it really hard to tell.
Oh yeah, because
what you do and don't
drop down
own.
Menu. I hate that.
It's hard to tell what you own within a game that has multiple purchases of said game.
Well, because they don't make it separate fucking icons for some reason.
If they either have expansions, or if they have like, in this game's case, they have like, does WoW and Classic WoW are the same icon, and you have to use a drop-down menu to get to Classic WoW. And if you right-click on the Blizzard launcher icon on the corner of your screen to get that open, where it shows all the quick menu for all your games without opening the launcher itself manually. If you do like the taskbar right-click thing from that little bottom right icon, it shows World of Warcraft on the list and doesn't tell you which one it means. And it does not. And it does not mean which one you launched last. It always means not Classic. You cannot launch Classic from that menu. There's a lot of like really weird little details that are like, why is it like
I have all the pelts. Do you have all the pelts?
Yeah, we need bristle. Okay. Well, now we need to get bristle back.
Oh shit!
I want my bristle back.
Why is this not happening automatically?
The following?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it only follows quests that you manually follow or that you make progress on.
I don't like that.
Where are the bristlebacks? I guess that's what quest descriptions are for.
Yeah. Let's see.
They're in Bramble Blade Ravine to the east.
So...
let's go this way. Come back. Let's go this way.
Wait, that way?
Yeah.
Is that north?
This is where... no.
Oh, you're right.
This is Bramble Blade Ravine. It's over here. We'll collect all the shit, and then we'll turn them both in.
Shit. Where's my numlock?
What?
My numlock button so I can auto run.
Your keyboard doesn't have a numlock?
No, I don't have a 10 key on my keyboard.
Weird.
I got one without it.
That's crazy. You're crazy.
It is.
I don't know if battle boars are bristlebacks, so I'm gonna check. But I think we have to go further. I think it's the boar people. Boar people.
Punch the hog.
Boar people.
Oh, you mean the like hyena people?
I guess you're just gonna have to remap your Yep. Got him. You're just gonna have to remap your auto run to a key you do have. like V or something.
Yeah.
Now the hyena people are kobolds. I mean, not kobolds. Shit, what do they call the hyena people? And there's a word for it in
Gnolls?
fantasy. Gnolls, yeah, not gnolls. We were talking about the boar people.
Mm.
They're like the razorbacks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They live next to all the thorns and brambles and stuff. Yeah, it's always these. They've got some dungeons in South Barrens.
Oh, there's one right now.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck you, bristleback. Get over here.
Yeah, we've already graduated to killing sentient creatures. Hooray.
Give us your body.
Smack.
Oh god, the whale.
I like the part where he screams as he dies.
Just screams so violently. Just howling, knowing it will never see its loved ones and family again.
How quickly we're radicalized by this game. We're already ready to be killing things that like are smart enough to have clothes, and our objective is to take their clothes.
We've already become incels.
You ready to see Joker? Didn't that already become the biggest opening of movies ever or something? Which is weird to think about because it's a Joaquin Phoenix movie.
The biggest opening of movies ever.
That is always true.
Says it.
I think it's is it adjusted for inflation when people say that, or is it just the fact that money is worth more constantly?
Yeah, it's just
because money's constantly worth more or less. I mean,
it's just a fucking headline. Like that's all it is. It's like when you watch a movie trailer, it's like super good, Rolling Stone said, and I'm like, that's just one word. Like that is
more like super ... good ... You got it. Those are those ... are doing all those ellipses are doing a lot of heavy lifting.
It's just like weird. I don't know. I always assume everything is trash.
Smack.
I just see a lot of people yelling that like, how come no one's shooting up theaters?
It's too far away.
Almost cast heal on the enemy.
That would have been nasty. Oh, I got a belt.
Get dressed. Although you can't get dressed while I'm fighting something next to you if you're in combat. What? I can't understand you right now. Oh god. We're losing him. We're losing him. We're losing him. Whoa. Your connection's terrible.
No, I mean your voice sounds robotic.
Do I? Oh no.
Wait, hold on, let me double check. No, it is my ping keeps dropping for some reason for Discord.
Well.
It is weird. I don't know why. Oh, I can't carry anymore. I don't want these apples. Get these apples out of here. Hey, what the? Why can't I pick that up?
Oh no, I've been resisted. That's been part of the experience of coming back to Vanilla WoW, is seeing how much you like miss and get blocked and get dodged and so on. Like, oh, none of these hits ever land. Never, ever, never land. I'm immediately out of inventory slots. Shit.
Yeah, I need to get bags and shit.
They don't come cheap.
Maybe not.
Wow. It's actually kind of satisfying that we haven't deviated at all. So we both level up simultaneously every time.
Oh yeah.
Because we haven't gotten that tiny deviation yet. So two of us in sync have a giant explosion of like light around us every time we level up.
I like it. It seems very oppressive. We just come in glowing. I need 12 belts, man. I'm gonna be here for hours. Like this is, I'm gonna genocide this entire species.
It's not great. I only have 4.
Yeah, I only have 3.
They are dying cleanly though. Wipe these fuckers out.
Now I have 4. How are there, wait, why are there like boars and then there's boar people? This is...
I don't know, how are there humans and also monkeys?
I mean... I think it's a little different.
It's not. It's really not.
I mean, we don't have the face of monkeys. These are literally just half boar, half people. Like,
Inventory is
I'm gonna throw away one of my cloth items so that I can start picking up more of these trash items that stack. There we go.
I need stackable trash.
I always found that funny because like I fell for that logic for a little while of like, oh my god, how is Goofy and Pluto in the same universe? But then you think about it for like 2 seconds and you're like, wait, no. That's how reality do also.
I mean, I don't know. Disney one is a little weird because they are technically supposed to be just anthropomorphized animals. So the idea that there is just one, that there are animals in their world that aren't anthropomorphized is kind of a weird.
Maybe that's just
thing.
Pluto's fetish.
I mean, I guess.
I like that we're both abandoning the apples. We've given up on picking them up because there's too many of them.
There's just so many apples.
So every glittery corpse has another apple. That's a cliff.
Everything that glitters is apples.
All that glitters is cyanide.
Cyanide.
There's cyanide in apples.
I mean, I hope not.
Yeah.
That would probably be a bad apple.
No, apple seeds contain cyanide.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You have to put some effort in to make it matter. Generally speaking, you can just consume it and it's negligible. But that's how poison works. Poison's all about concentration and all that.
Well, yeah, but dang, like
chocolate is poison.
How much is it until it like you can die from it?
I don't know if there's any reported cases of deaths.
Well, I just met someone like just getting harvesting a lot of apple seeds and then just creating their own cyanide.
That was a plot point last season in American Horror Story. They found a bunch of apples and used it to murder somebody. I don't know. I tried season 1 of that and it just did not work. Oh, no, don't go that way. I just realized that cave is how we were supposed to get in. As opposed to jumping over a cliff. That's how we get back out. I just realized if you check the map, you can see 2 cave openings that kind of point there. But we gotta murder more boar people.
We need more hog pants.
Yeah. We're gonna be level 12 by the time we kill enough to get 12 belts.
This is why this is called the starting zone.
Yeah. Because by the time you're done with it, you're gonna be like, don't fucking start with me.
I think I've seen like I think there's been a Detective Conan episode where someone used apples to kill. Because now that you say that, I think it's triggering my memory.
I think it's the kind of thing where like you learn the trivia point and you want to make a plot about it, but I don't know if it's actually a reasonable thing to do. So much as just a crazy, like a funny trivia point to latch onto.
Did you know you could poison people with apple seeds? You need 100 of them.
He's like, well, I need a 1000th storyline.
I mean,
thanks for writing that for me.
To be fair, Detective Conan is just a mystery, so you have to come up with every single way to kill a person.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just like once you're stuck with a certain type of episodic kind of structure to a series, like you have to keep thinking of another one and another one and another one forever. Like that's the trap that they're dealing with like Black Mirror. Like you have to keep thinking of a new Black Mirror scenario multiple times per season, every season, forever, and stuff like that.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound nearly as bad if you just like think of the idea of not making a new one every single year.
Oh, they haven't had that problem.
Yeah,
it's taken a long time for 5 seasons to happen.
And surprisingly, some of their episodes are not that good.
No, last season is decidedly weak for most people.
Yeah. So it's a little confusing. I think there are just some premises that can work in a long-term episodic nature, and there are some premises that just do not work. I don't know. I've seen shows that try to be episodic, and it just feels like it doesn't work.
So, one show I watch was trying to be an anthology, but then they just decided one season that this season's not an anthology.
What?
American Horror Story.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot that's supposed to be.
Like every season has the same cast playing completely new characters in a completely different scenario until the fucking Apocalypse season where they just decided to like mash 3 of the other seasons together into one continuity. And what was completely baffling about it is it led to situations where one actor would play 4 different characters.
I was gonna say,
because they had the new character that they were playing in Apocalypse plus the character they played in the first season that they're mixing into the show, and then the character they played in the other season they're mixing into the show. So like,
I feel like this is
like the guy who plays Quicksilver in X-Men, for example, played like 4 or 5 characters in a 10-episode season, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because he played a character. Because he played a character in both of the seasons that they were mixing together, but he also played a character in a 3rd season that they just randomly felt like also slightly mixing in for just 10 minutes. So he had 3 characters from previous seasons that were in the season, but he also had 2 new characters that were in that season. So he played 5 characters. It was fucking absurd.
I mean, I'm sure it won an award for something.
I mean, everything wins an award. Fucking Suicide Squad won awards.
And Steven Spielberg said Netflix movies aren't movies.
That's not a Netflix movie.
No, I'm saying that like you're counting Suicide Squad as a movie when it's objectively just a mistake put onto the screen. And somehow being like, yeah, but if it's a movie on Netflix, it ain't a movie.
Brought to us by Jason Ayer, the guy who makes bad movies, apparently. He made like Sekiro or whatever, and people kind of like that. But now he's made Suicide Squad and Bright.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did you watch?
He's really
Bright?
building a resume here.
Bright was some real garbage.
No, Keith, it was a story about inclusion and racial justice.
It was such a mistake. It's like such an incoherent nonsense story.
I saw Will Smith is in like some animated movie now.
He's in a movie where he has to assassinate himself or something that's in theaters right now.
Oh, is that a live action one?
And I think his son's in it again. So you know it's good.
So you know it's good. So I mean, yeah, I mean, father-son ventures are always probably.
We were having a talk recently where we were trying to discuss like when was the last time Will Smith was in a good movie. It's not an easy thing to think of.
That is pretty tough.
Yes.
I'm done.
Throw this bracelet away. Yes. Get shit on,
What?
Andrew.
Get shot. What?
I got a bag.
Oh, did you find a bag finally?
Yeah, he dropped
Did
a
we kill
bag.
enough of them?
He dropped a fucking bag. I
Wow,
have
that's some.
6 more slots.
That's some farming
Because
bullshit.
the
right there.
starting bags are baby sized. Once you
Yeah.
get to like the level 10-ish area, there's a guy that'll
once you
sell
can-
like bags for like 4 silver.
Once you start doing instances, you can just you just put on a tabard and do the instance with the tabard on, and then you get what's it called? Then you get the experience. So you can buy a bag with it.
All that tabard does in vanilla WoW, I think, is increase your reputation gain with that faction by 10%.
Yeah, but it should also the increased reputation should give you access to buying stuff from a merchant for that.
Yeah, I don't think that you. I
You
don't
can buy
think
a bag from them.
Yeah, but I don't think there's currency for reputation in vanilla. I think it's just you unlock the next tier of purchases, but you still have to buy it.
Yeah, sorry. No, I meant more of like you can just get a good bag.
There's way more reasonable choices for bags before then. For just making our characters playable and not having a 16 slot and nothing else.
I'm gonna do this.
And here we go, running across the
smarty.
landscape with num lock while I eat a sandwich.
Cool. I'm gonna follow you. All right, hold on. I'm gonna take a hit real quick.
This has been a double incarnation, a double stack of life hack. There we go. That sounds good. Right now, both of us are playing, but neither of us are playing.